Okay, so this is our brand new Hisense fridge freezer from AO.com. It was delivered about a week ago. Not a problem with delivery. You were able to track where it is in the system. The guys brought it in and took our old fridge freezer away and plugged this one in, told us to wait about 4 hours before switching it on and starting to use it. It's really quiet, something I hadn't really thought about, but it is important. Our last fridge freezer was quite old and it was quite noisy, so this is kind of a revelation just how quiet it is. You can hardly hear it. As you can see, there's a water dispenser on the front, which is fantastic. The kids absolutely love this, and I love it because they can just go and help themselves to a drink and they're not always saying, "Mom, can you get me another drink?" So this is really cool, literally cool, because obviously it's chilled water. There's a little lock there, so we'll just make sure it's unlocked, and pop your glass there, press, and cool water's dispensed, or chilled water. And inside the door, I'll just show you where the box is. I think that holds at least 3 litres of water. You can fill it at the top there with a jug, or take it off and take it to the sink and fill it that way. So the door, we've got egg storage at the top, room for bottles. Obviously that's the water tank. We've got a further tray drawer. Now it's just enough room for one 4 pints bottle of milk there. Now I sometimes get the 6 pinters, so I would have to put those in the main fridge. I'll show you in a minute another way that you can configure. But this is the way it's normally set up inside. You've obviously got the bottle rack at the top, metal bottle rack for cans and bottles of wine or squash, whatever. I've got a new milk there. I would prefer, once it's opened, to stand it upright, because obviously milk has a habit of leaking. Okay, so here I'm just showing you another way that you could configure the top of your fridge. If, like us, you tend to have a lot of large milk bottles, I sometimes buy the 6 pints, so they're not going to fit in the door. So this would be another way to store oversized bottles, just by removing the metal bottle shelf. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves plus the bottle rack, a couple of decent sized ones, a slim one, and then that's quite a deep one there, and then the drawer, the fruit and veg drawer, which is really generous. I think you can get an awful lot in there. It's very deep, really roomy, and when you pull it, it stops. It's not going to fall out on your toes, which is great because kids can be a bit heavy-handed sometimes like that. And then, and the controls at the top, really easy to use. Your freezer and fridge settings, you just press the buttons and pick the temperature you want. Couldn't be easier. Same for the freezer. Super simple. I'll shut the door, and then here's the freezer part. And what I really like is the fact that the drawer fronts are clear. In our last freezer they were white, so you couldn't see what was in each drawer, but I could just have a quick look and I'm pretty sure what's where, so that's good. I like this easy approach drawer. It's just a slim open freezer drawer. So I've popped the kids' ice creams in there, they can come and help themselves. And then we've got one decent sized drawer, another decent sized drawer, and then the really deep one at the bottom. I've only got some ice in at the moment. don't actually need the ice. I've not been using that with the cold water dispenser. And that basically is it. It's a good size, family sized, as I say, nice and quiet, easy to control, and it's frost free. I think I would only consider getting a frost free these days. So yeah, and looks smart, ticks all the boxes for us. We're really happy with it.